Breaking. Redding, California. Bethel Production releases a new font. This is a seismic shift in the direction of worship, tech, design trends. Adam, what's the latest?
So we've been seeing this Futura thing for quite some time. Not only at Bethel, but every church that wants to be Bethel. And they just went ahead and used the default Google font instead.
So this is Futura. This is what it was. This is what it was, right? Or Futura PT. Yep. I mean, you can look at any of Bethel's older streams. This is iconic. Mm-hmm. It's the Futura. People ask, what font should I use? Futura. Or Futura. Mm-hmm. But now, what are they doing here?
Roboto Bold. I think you can click it and see it in the Google fonts.
Oh yeah, because you can just use, this is like a free font, right?
Yeah, this is like the default Google font.
Is it really Google's font?
I mean, I remember for quite some time, like using different Google sites or different Google products, and it being like, oh, what font are they using? Like if you do find my font on this page, well, now it's Google Sans Text, but it was Roboto for a while.
We've been using Roboto for a while for some of our stuff in our branding. So, guess we're on the trend.
Bethel stole it from you because now they're using Roboto for their like main thing, I guess, like their main branding.
I know. Everybody's just trying to copy exactly what we're doing.
They've got a whole history here. He's got a whole. So Paul wrote this.
Yeah, this is a great article.
So he said, I kind of hope that we've been using Futura since the start of Bethel Church in 1952, but as I started to investigate, realized it's just a personal dream of mine. The earliest sighting of a Bethel event using Futura that I could find was September 15th, 2015 at Bethel Music Worship Night in Akron, Ohio. Not as old as I had hoped, but they had used it for over 300 Sundays. And this was like, I watched this video. This is from that late 2015, I think early 2016 tour. And I remember seeing this and like this whole set design. They came through Denver. They did these songs. This to me kind of was, I know like Bethel had, they've been making some really popular songs for probably about a decade, but I feel like in this tour, at least that's what kind of like put them on my radar, just in terms of being a worship leader, like picking songs and stuff.
Was that the We Will Not Be Shaken album?
Yeah, I think so.
I might have seen him on that same tour.
Yeah, it's just like, so I remember that. So that was 2015. And then look at this. He analyzes, man, he did some work here.
Wow.
Yep.
What fonts that other churches are using.
This entire research projection here.
So part of it, okay, the big reason, and I think this is important to consider, like what font you want to use at your church. He says, we settled on Roboto Bold as it's a font that our church has been using on their newer branding. So I think it makes sense to make it consistent with, whatever the church design branding looks are. Like, why not use that for your lyrics on Sunday in your live stream to make it consistent. Wow, look at this. So he's got a guide here. So church name, the font they use, and then they've got serif or sans. Wait, sans serif?
Sans serif. Yeah.
Sans.
No one's using a serif font.
No.
Yeah, and then style, alt case. Most people do all
start case. Oh, gateway, yeah.
Most people do all caps.
Mm-hmm.
Because we should be yelling our worship songs. All hail King Jesus.
Someone's going to come out with like a Pro Presenter pack that's like all of these as they're described from this spreadsheet.
It's the megachurch theme. You can download the megachurch theme, and it's just like picking Hillsong, Gateway, Elevation.
It wouldn't be hard to do.
No. A lot of Helvetica new in here. That's surprising to me. I've not really I would have never expected Helvetica knew.
I'm pretty sure that's what Belonging Co. uses.
We'll get back to the video in a moment, but first I want to tell you about our sponsor, Worship Ministry School. You might think that Adam and I just spend all of our time making YouTube videos, but that would be false. We spend most of our time making these courses that you see here in Worship Ministry School. We have courses on church sound, lighting design, broadcast mixing, keyboard players, electric guitar, Ableton Live, pastoral theology, all of these important, essential topics for the modern day worship leader and tech director. And Worship Ministry School consists of two things, courses and coaching. So we can actually come alongside you and give you customized consulting and advice for your worship ministry. So head on over to worshipministryschool.com today, click that green Get Started button, complete the application form, and book your free strategy session. Okay, and they even say like, okay, white with a black stroke and shadow. Man, he really took some time to analyze these fonts. Lines. Wow. Transitions. Wow, that's cool. It's a great job, Paul. Man.
What do you guys
most people are doing transitions and fades, is that right? Is that what I just saw?
Yeah, just within the ProPresenter.
This is cool. Nice. He even shows the ProPresenter font styling. That's great. So then so here's what it looks like. What do you guys think?
Yeah. looks pretty clean.
It looks clean. I think, you know what? I liked something about that Futura. I really liked it. Not like, I don't know. This looks good too. It looks great. I don't know.
This one feels a little bit narrow. Like the text feels a little close to each other. So I would space it out a little bit in character spacing on ProPresenter, but it looks like any other sans serif font to me, to be honest.
Yeah. Let me. I'm gonna pull up real quick, just like let's do a side by side. So Bethel music. Let's see. What's a song? We gotta find or just an older live stream or something. Oh, I forgot they don't actually put, like when I'm looking at their YouTube channel, they don't actually put their lyrics on the videos they publish, like in the video. It's only like on their live stream.
You did the same thing at Mission Lakewood, didn't you?
What do you mean? The font?
Didn't you use? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did for the most part, because I don't know. Like, obviously, yeah, it's like, it's kind of, you like to emulate what churches like they're doing. Okay, here's Futura. I've got this up now. Okay, so here it is, right?
Mm-hmm. Classic.
I think
so. That already looks wider to me. That already looks a little bit more like stretched horizontally than
in the article. He said it's the same.
Interesting.
I almost think I kind of prefer the thinner, like this is it's like a thinner font with Futura than the Robato's a little like chubby
the
font.
bold, especially the Robato bold is like real chunky.
And I think it's I kind of like the pointiness of the. It's like
clean, sharp edges.
I have no clue how to actually describe fonts, but I don't know. I think it's always nice to kind of change things up.
Yeah. What are you using at your church, Luke?
We do Montserrat medium for all of our lyrics, and then we do Robato for our scripture references. Like if you put a section of scripture up on the screen, it'll be Montserrat for the actual body of the text, and then the reference will be Robato bold. So it's we kind of flow that pattern, if you will.
Yeah. Let's go.
Montserrat or Montserrat?
Oh, that's a good question.
Someone will tell us in the comments.
I just call it Monty. Get the good old Monty in there.
I like that font. That's one of my favorite fonts too.
Yep.
How do you guys feel about
Google? I think
we talked about the all caps a little bit, but all caps versus regular. I feel like all caps allows you to be a little bit lazier with your like lyric prep because you're not worried about capitalizing things. It's like it's all caps. Yep. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah, you're not going to run into any theological heresy with your capital letters.
Yeah, capital G, lowercase g. The
The big one is he. It's the H's that get you in trouble sometimes. Like, you should capitalize the H in he because it's speaking about God.
The pronoun. Yeah. The I can't remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, the thing about the all caps, it does seem like that's more of just kind of modern design. Like, some reason us millennials like all caps, like kind of a stark modern look to something. Yep. But maybe that'll change in the future.
Yeah.
Maybe someday we'll have cursive lower thirds.
Oh man.
Yeah, whatever the TikTok font is would probably
right.
Good people want to use.
But props to Paul for putting this together, because it's a big change they just went through there, making that move. And Futura, I will miss you, Futura. It was a good run. You were very good, inspiring to read. And I don't know. I hope people kind of chime in on the comments. What fonts are you using? Are you going to keep using Futura? Are you going to switch to Roboto? Or are you going to look at some of these other options here? Saddleback, basic, commercial. I'm looking at some of these. Sorry, I'm like distracted now looking at these different ones. Basic, commercial.
Ooh,
that's what Saddleback
I like
uses.
That.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Is that another Google font or is that an Adobe?
Linotype.
Oh, interesting. I like that. That's very crispy.
Life Church uses new singular. Ooh, that's pretty clean. And then transformation. Okay, yeah. Helvetica new.
Okay, what about inclination? I've never looked at inclination.
Me neither. Video unavailable. Let me look at Passion. Passion City Church live stream. Here we go. Oh, that's kind of like isn't that like a serif looking font?
It is serif. Oh yeah.
Right?
I'm seeing serifs on those T's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Interesting.
Well, I think that's different.
Because look, it's consistent. It's on. Yeah, maybe they did that for Easter. Maybe
I think that was Sunday. Just Easter.
I like it though.
Yeah. I think it works.
Good look.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to check out worshipministryschool.com for online courses and coaching for worship ministry leaders. If you'd like to try out one of our courses, go to churchfront.com/courses and you'll see our selection of a la carte trainings. All of the links for that down below this video. Leave a like, subscribe, share it with your friends. See you next time.